Right, our network of reporters and correspondents spread out across the country to give you the picture as it emerges around COVID-19. So let's take you now to Durban's Pixley Gaseme Street, previously known as West Street. That's where a group of foreign nationals are locked up in a building. The Labour Department is conducting intensive mass screening. This after complaints were raised that there were people living there who allegedly had COVID-19 symptoms. eNCA's Mawande Kheswa is tracking that story and joins me live now from the Durban CBD. And Mawande, we're talking about Labour Department, but are we also talking about officials from the Health Department? Because if the suggestion is that these people were showing symptoms of COVID-19, I imagine that that's the number one priority, but also the issues around, of course, issues of labour. What's the picture there?
Well, the picture outside the eNCA distribution center is that of quite a number of officials. As you mentioned, we do have health officials, we have law enforcement, we have labor, we have home affairs, as well as economic development, which is also here because this has stemmed from a tip-off that they have received. Now, there is quite a hype of activity. There is also a vehicle from the Department of Health. I would presume that that vehicle will be transporting those who exhibit COVID-19-like symptoms as the screenings are ongoing currently in the building, and that is the eNCA Distribution Center on West Street. Now I'm going to take the conversation over to Ndabe Zintisbia from the Economic Development in KZN. Ndabe, we thank you for your time. Could you please just tell us what has this project or what is being undertaken here yielded thus far?
Well, first and foremost, the MEC for Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Nomsa Dube has expressed her appreciation to the leadership of the province, more especially to the leadership of all enforcement agencies for moving with speed, in terms of dealing with all the complaints that we have received as the department. We can confirm that we received a complaint from, quite a number of people, including a staff member, complaining about, the conditions, in this building. Obviously, the MEC, as an elected, leader of society, she has assured, all the complainants, including the consumers, that she'll never, turn a blind eye to any injustice that she comes across. Last night, yesterday morning, she handed over this complaint to the provincial commissioner and to the leadership of law enforcement agencies to do an investigation. And we can confirm that, this morning, the inspectors, from the Consumer Protection Unit in the Department of Economic Development were briefed, about the progress in terms of, investigating this complaint. And the MEC has appreciated an integrated approach that has been adopted, by all categories of staff, as well as all law enforcement agencies in dealing with all the complaints that we've received. And unfortunately, I cannot comment more about what is happening inside because this complaint, as I indicated, it has been handed over to law enforcement agencies. But we can also indicate that the health professionals are here. They will be obviously indicating what is happening moving forward. The law enforcement agencies will also be indicating what is going to happen moving forward. And the MEC, has reiterated the position of the department that any complaint that is received by the department will be processed. Where there is a need for the department to act, will actually act with no hesitation. Other complaints will be handed over to law enforcement agencies as well as other authorities.
Now, before I let you go, you're speaking about a situation where the public gives you complaints or lays complaints. Who do they contact and how can they do that? Because these complaints are yielding results in the sense that you are tackling them head on.
Well, the MEC yesterday was in Chatsworth and many more other areas dealing with complaints. She has actually, assured the people of KwaZulu-Natal that the campaign, the zero tolerance against price hiking will be sustained. She has undertaken to ensure that she remains on the side of the vulnerable members of society. And she has appealed to all categories of staff in the department to work in an integrated fashion, to work with other government departments in order to ensure that we bridge the gap between government and the people of the ground, the people on the ground. This is what is happening today.
We thank you there for your time very much. We've been speaking to Mawande Kheswa from the Department of Economic Development in the province as the spokesperson.
Well, Mawande Kheswa, thank you so much for that update. That's our reporter Mawande, who is in Durban.